Hello, welcome to the fifth unit, single variable calculus. So in this video, we are going to see about Lagrange's mean value theorem. So first let us see the statement of the theorem. So if f of x is continuous in closed interval ab and derivable in open interval ab, then there exists at least one point or value c belongs to open interval ab such that f dash of c equals to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. Now we'll see geometrically what is the meaning of this one. So geometrically, Lagrange's mean value theorem states that if a curve AB, if you look at this one, the curve AB has a tangent at each of its points, then there exists at least one point C on this curve where if you take a tangent, the tangent is parallel to the chord AB. The tangent is parallel to the chord AB. That means f dash of C equals to the slope of this chord f of b minus f of a by b minus a. So that is the meaning of Lagrange's mean value theorem geometrically. Now we'll see problems on this one. So verify Lagrange's mean value theorem for f of x equals to log x base a in closed interval 1 comma e. So first we have to check it whether this function is continuous as well as derivable in this interval. So clearly f of x is continuous in 1 comma e because there is no such point where it is not defined. Next, if you calculate f dash of x, the derivative of log x is 1 by x. Clearly it is also exist for each and every value of x in 1 comma e. So therefore it is derivable. So by Lagrange's mean value theorem, there exists at least one point c belongs to open interval e comma c such that f dash of c equals to, according to that, f dash of c equals to f of b. What is b here? A is 1, b is e. So f of b means f of e minus f of a means 1 by e minus 1. So f dash of c means 1 by c. So 1 minus 0 by e minus 1. So if you take its reciprocal, c is e minus 1. E is around 2 point something. So if you subtract from that 1, clearly that value belongs to 1 comma e. Therefore, Lagrange's mean value theorem is verified. Next, here the second problem is give an example of a function that is continuous in this and for which Lagrange's mean value theorem does not hold. That means we must pick up such a function that it is continuous in this and the Lagrange's mean value theorem must be failed for that one. So let us pick let f of x is root x, some function. It's an example, right? Let f of x equals to root x in this interval minus 1 comma 1. So clearly it is continuous in this interval because at each and every point of this interval this function is defined. Next, if you calculate its derivative 1 by 2 root x, clearly this doesn't exist at x equals to 0 where x equals to 0 is a point in this interval. Therefore it is not derivable. So thus Lagrange's mean value theorem you cannot apply for this one. So this is one example. So similarly other examples is f of x is mod x or 1 by x or nth root of x, like that. Next, using the mean value theorem, prove that tan x greater than x in x greater than 0 less than pi by 2. So let us take the function as f of x equals to tan x in closed interval 0 comma x such that it is continuous as well as derivable. So whenever it is continuous and derivable, according to the mean value theorem, there exists at least one point c belongs to open interval 0 comma x such that f dash of c equals to f of x minus f of 0 by x minus 0. What is f of x? Tan x minus f of 0 is tan 0 is 0 by x minus 0. So f dash of x means derivative of this one. Tan x differentiation is secant square x. So in that x I am replacing with c. Secant square c is tan x by x. But secant square c is greater than 1. Hence tan x by x is also greater than 1 because secant square x is tan x by x. So that implies tan x is greater than x. That is what our requirement. So hence the proof. Now coming to the next problem. If f dash of x is 0 throughout the interval ab, prove using mean value theorem that f of x is constant in that interval. So the derivative is 0 throughout this interval and we have to show that that function is nothing but a constant. So let f of x is a function defined in open interval a comma b and let f dash of x is 0 for all x belongs to open interval a comma b. So then f of x is continuous and derivable in open interval a comma b. So according to the Lagrange's mean value theorem, there must exist at least one point C belongs to open interval a b such that f dash of C equals to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. But given that f dash of C is 0 for all C belongs to a comma b, because f dash of x is 0 in this interval. So from this, when this is 0, whenever this numerator is 0, so that implies f of b minus f of a equals to 0. So f of a equals to f of b. So what the meaning of this one? At a and b, the value of the function is same. So it is true for all x belongs to open interval a b. That means that is possible only whenever that function is a constant one. Next, calculate approximately fifth root of 245 by using Lagrange's mean value theorem. So we have to evaluate this one using Lagrange's mean value theorem. So let us take, let f of x is fifth root of x, and a and b you have to choose in such a way that b is here 245, a is 243. A perfect root we are selecting here, a perfect square we are selecting here. So by Lagrange's mean value theorem, we know this one. So what is f dash of C? Fifth root of x differentiation is this one, and substitute wherever a and b is there, 245 and 243. Now 1 by 5 C power minus 455. So f of 245 means fifth root of 245, fifth root of 243 by 2. So we want fifth root of 245. So therefore, if you cross multiply this, 2 by 5 C minus 4 by 5, and this becomes 3 plus. Okay, because this one fifth root of 243 is nothing but 3 power 5, power 1 by 5 becomes 3. So let us take C is 243. Then fifth root of 245 is around 3.0049. Coming to the next question, prove that sine inverse of 3 by 5 is greater than pi by 6 plus 1 by 5 root 3. Similarly, pi by 6 plus 1 by 8. So let us take f of x is sine inverse x in closed interval 0 comma pi such that a is greater than 0, which is less than b, and also less than b. So clearly sine inverse x is continuous as well as derivable in the interval. Therefore, by Lagrange's mean value theorem, f dash of C is f of b minus a by b minus a. What is f dash of C? Derivative of this one. Derivative of sine inverse x is 1 by root 1 minus x square. Replace x with C. F of b means sine inverse of b minus f of a means sine inverse of a by b minus a. So since C belongs to open interval AB, that means C must be between A and B. Then C square is also between A square and B square. So if you take its reciprocal, right? So 1 by root 1 minus A square, 1 by root 1 minus C square is between 1 by root 1 minus A square and 1 by root 1 minus B square. Now 1 by root 1 minus a square. So 1 by root 1 minus c square value from this 1, this is sine inverse b minus sine inverse a by b minus a. So we replaced that one here. Next, we multiplied this entire inequality with b minus a. B minus a is positive here, therefore the inequality doesn't change. Next, let a equals to 1 by 2, because we have to show that sine inverse of 3 by 5 is this one. So for that we are selecting here a is 1 by 2 and b is 3 by 5. So then sine inverse of 3 by 5 minus sine inverse of 1 by 2. So b by a, wherever b and a is there, substitute these values, and if you simplify, you will get that results, right? So here be careful when you are choosing the values of a and b. Okay, so I am Srikanth Reddy. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.